TikTokers are getting a harsh reality check. Uh-oh.
Pay on TikTok is horrendous. Now, before you go to the comment section and leave angry remarks, let me explain. TikTok only pays about 2 to 4 cents per...
Why would you make an angry comment at him? This is a fact. This is like saying dogs die, and then somebody writes a hate comment as if you killed their dog. No, it's just what happens.
1,000 views. So even if you get a ridiculous amount of views, you're not making much.
Yeah.
Take Cabby Lame, for example. He's the most followed TikToker on the planet with a whopping 159 million followers and nearly 18 billion views.
Wow.
But in terms of ad revenue from TikTok, these 18 billion...
He probably made, $15.
Views only translates to $540,000. Now, that's not a bad amount by any means.
Yes, it is. It's 18 billion fucking views. That's 3 times the Earth's population, and they only managed to get him $500,000?
But keep in mind, we're talking about the most followed TikToker in the world. For perspective, if you got the same number of views on YouTube, your total earnings would be closer to $54 million, assuming a $3 RPM. Now, of course, these TikTokers don't just rely on TikTok ads. They also do brand deals and sponsorships and affiliate marketing and all that stuff, which pulls in a whole lot of money. But the disparity between TikTok ads and YouTube ads is still staggering. I mean, we're talking about a 100x difference.
Well, another reason, here's one reason, right, is because a lot of the people on TikTok are like little kids. So like, you can advertise toys to them, yeah, but a lot of other stuff, they're not gonna buy shit.
And it's not just creators who are feeling the pain. TikTok is also very much feeling the pain, having lost $7 billion last year alone.
That's a lot of money.
It's only getting worse. Vine was facing this same challenge 10 years ago, and this is the main reason that they eventually shut down. All of their most popular Viners would translate their audiences over to YouTube.
Yep.
This included
like
Drew
Jake
Gooden,
Paul.
David Dobrik, Danny Gonzalez, Cody Ko, and of course Logan Paul and Jake Paul. We're starting to see the exact same thing happen with TikTokers as well. Notable examples are Charli D'Amelio, Bella Porsche, Addison Rae, and Call Me Chris. Call Me Chris, for example, has likely earned about $350,000 on TikTok, but she's already made millions on YouTube. This is not a great sign for TikTok in terms of longevity, as this is hard evidence that people are simply using TikTok as a springboard for YouTube or to jumpstart their music career, while the platform is burning billions.
Well, the platform is great. Like, TikTok is great for getting awareness and being able to funnel people to somewhere else, but it's not that great at actually being monetizable on its own.
Here's TikTok's monetization crisis and the uncertain future of the platform. By far the largest shortcoming for TikTok is advertisers. Advertisers simply do not want to advertise on TikTok. And it's easy to blame the medium for this reluctance. Most advertisers aren't used to making short-form ads in portrait mode. And this is true to a certain degree, but it's not the main reason.
What's the main reason?
I mean, companies like Apple and Coca-Cola have marketing budgets in the hundreds of millions.
Yeah, they'd figure it out if it was going to make money.
Not billions. And they have hundreds, if not thousands of employees whose full-time jobs are to simply figure this out.
Yeah.
So the reason that companies are reluctant to advertise on TikTok is not because they don't know how or can't figure it out. It's because they don't want to. Why, you ask? Well, for one, it's not a very lucrative audience.
Yeah, what the fuck is a 16-year-old gonna buy? What the fuck are they gonna buy? Like, how? Where do they get the money? Like, yeah, well, what is this? They're gonna hopefully get their mom to buy them some V-Bucks for Fortnite? What the fuck? You called it? Yeah, because it's obvious.
41% of TikTok users are between the ages of 16 and 24, which means that most of them don't have any money. For perspective, this is how YouTube's audience demographic looks.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's a lot more even.
And that's a money that this right here, this is the money range right here. 35 to 54. That is where the money's at. Because at that point, you've got a career, you're settled, you got shit going on, and you could fucking afford to spend some money. You can buy a car. You can buy a house. Some people at least can buy a car or a house. You can buy a little bit of bullshit, and it's okay. But if you're down here at the 13 to 18 to 18 to 24, ooh, not going to have as much money. That was the time that I learned how to make $2 pizzas.
Dispersed. This in itself is a big turnoff for advertisers, but the issue goes much deeper than just demographics. Likely the biggest concern for most advertisers is brand optics. It's no secret that the content on TikTok is, how should I say it, edgy.
No, it's just a bunch of fucking porn. Like, let's be honest, like, it's just girls shaking their ass and shaking their titties. That's the whole thing. That's what the website is built off of. And if you got rid of that, it'd be like Tumblr, where like Tumblr got rid of porn and the website died. That's why people go on there. What's wrong with that? I don't know. There's some fucking uptight advertiser that looks like, oh my God, we can't have our, you know, our fucking, our machine or our product that was made with third world labor inside of warehouses where they lock the employees inside of a door. Well, we can't just have our, you know, high integrity product shown next to something that could be lewd. This would be awful. They're such pussies.
You've got thirst traps, a bunch of cursing, and all this other stuff that YouTube tells you not to do. This is actually what has made TikTok so popular in the first place.
Yeah.
But there's a reason that YouTube does not lean into this content. Advertisers simply do not want to be associated with this type of content. I mean, if you were Apple, would you really want your ad to play after this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess no. And this makes
I don't understand what the problem is, though. Like, am I just like a fucking, you know, a coomer? I don't care. Why would that be a problem? Why would that bother me? I mean, it's not like it was without her consent. Like, most of these girls film the videos themselves. What's the problem?
a far larger difference than...
You feel different when you have young kids? What do you mean? Like, you gotta monitor your kids' internet activity, and if you don't, you can't expect the world to do that. That's crazy. That's so, like, it's everybody else's world. It's everybody else's responsibility to be a padded room for your kid to bounce around in because you can't keep control of them. I don't fucking think so, man. Like, you got a kid that's going out looking for this kind of content. You've got to be responsible for that yourself. I'm sick of this bullshit and this intellectual dishonesty that people have, that it's somehow the world's problem that they can't keep control of their own fucking kids. Just stop it.
You might think. At this point, I think we can agree that TikTok is very much a worldwide platform.
It
In
is.
2021, it was literally the world's most popular domain for
People
crying out
loved
loud.
it.
So clearly, it's extremely popular across the globe. But guess what? 80% of TikTok's revenue still comes from China.
Oh.
And if you didn't know, the
China is a
TikTok
different
that
type
we
of
use
TikTok.
is actually
Yeah.
banned in China. You see, the CCP decided that mainstream TikTok is simply too vulgar and unproductive for the youth. So instead, they have a healthy
Hey, yo, that's why the people over there want to be astronauts and the people here want to be YouTubers. It is what it is.
version of TikTok called Douyin. Fundamentally speaking, it's the same app. The difference is the type of content that is posted and promoted on the platform. Douyin primarily promotes science, educational, and historical content instead of lip syncs and dancing. Furthermore, younger generations are limited to just 40 minutes of Douyin per day, so no hours of mindless scrolling. And
Wow.
Douyin is extremely popular in China, but it doesn't quite stack up to TikTok. Douyin boasts 730 million
makes
monthly
sense.
active users, while TikTok boasts 1.05 billion monthly active users.
Sure,
So
but, like,
TikTok
that's
is
only in
not
one
only more
country.
popular, but people tend to spend far more time on TikTok. But despite this, China is able to account for 80% of TikTok's revenue because advertisers are actually interested in appearing next to Douyin videos. So until TikTok...
Well, it's also a way more targeted audience because it's just people in China. So you're advertising just to one small group of people. And like the more targeted that you can go with your advertisements, the more valuable getting that advertising out is. And that's why small, narrow. Better word is narrow. Like the Chinese audience is not small, but it is a very narrow advertising block. Yeah, I did use the wrong word. You guys are right. And because of that, you can sell your ads for more. And that's why, again, Google is just fucking insane with their ads. Like, I can make a pizza video, and there's a pizza ad on the pizza video. You can watch a World of Warcraft video, and there's going to be a World of Warcraft ad.
Is able to address advertiser hesitation, TikTok will continue to face major monetization issues, leading to more creators migrating away.
Mm-hmm.
Advertisers no doubt play a massive role in how much is paid out to creators, but they're not the only issue plaguing TikTok. You see, short-form content is simply fundamentally harder to monetize because views are worth substantially less. On TikTok, for example, the average video is only 36 to 42 seconds long, depending on
it's because it's young people too. Like, you look at Dr. Lupo, like whenever he does a charity event, he raises like $1 million. Like, whenever I do a charity event, I raise like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why is that? It's because all of my fucking viewers are boomers and they have $25 to spend to maybe get like a prize or something like that. It's not a big deal. But whenever somebody with a very young audience does something like that, or they do it with short form content, well, then we don't really have as much of a turnover. That's just how it is.
Size of the account. Even if we assume that these videos have 75% audience retention on average, each view only translates to about 30 seconds of watch time. Now, compare that to what we see on YouTube. Using myself as an example, my average video gets just under 7 minutes of average watch time, which, by the way, thank you. This means that...
Here, I'll tell you guys what my average watch time is. What my total watch time over the last 30 days is. Watch time hours. 11.9 million. So in the last 28 days, there's been 11.9 million consumed watch hours on my channel.
The average view on my channel is worth about 14 views on TikTok. Why do I bring this up? Well, monetization has more to do with watch time than views. I tend to put an ad break once every 3 minutes, which means that the average view translates to 3 ad impressions. For simplicity, let's say that TikTok also shows an ad once every 3 minutes. Since each video is only watched for 30 seconds at best, a viewer would have to scroll through 6 TikToks before reaching an ad, and that's the best case scenario.
Yeah, so you only get
More
monetized
likely,
1 in 6
times. They'll have to scroll through 10 or 15 TikToks before seeing an ad, but we'll call it 6 to give them the benefit of the doubt.
And it's also, the ads aren't really that good because they've got to be super short. You can't have like a 3-minute ad on TikTok because the video content is like seconds long.
Means that each view on TikTok only translates to 1/6 of an ad impression. Putting this next to YouTube, we'll see that each YouTube view translates to 18 times more ad impressions. So if we want to really create an accurate comparison between how much advertisers pay on YouTube versus how much they pay on TikTok, we can't compare views to revenue. We have to compare ad impressions to revenue. YouTube generally pays $3 to $5 per 1,000 views in most niches.
Sure.
And as we previously touched on, TikTok only pays 2 to 4 cents per 1,000 views. But if we normalize based on ad impressions, we'll see that TikTok is actually paying 36 to 72 cents for the same number of ad impressions that you would get from 1,000 YouTube views. Still about 7 to 8 times worse than YouTube, but also...
Well, it's just also because, like, you scrolled, like, this is the way that I've done with, like, I've like scrolled through like Instagram Reels or like YouTube Shorts. Like, I don't really scroll through TikTok a lot. It's just not like a normal part of my routine. I don't remember what I watch most of the time. It's just like wasting time. So like, think about it. If you're watching something and like it's just noise. It's like junk food, right? So whenever you're doing this, what is the value of an ad in the context of it being junk food?
about 18 times better than what the upfront number suggested. The only way to work around this obstacle is to move towards longer form content, which is exactly what TikTok has been trying to do. What started at a maximum video length of 7 seconds has grown all the way to 10 minutes. TikTok has also been testing with landscape mode, but increasing the average view duration isn't as easy as just getting creators to post longer videos.
Yeah.
The algorithm highly values audience retention, so if TikTokers want their long-form videos to perform well, they have to increase video length.
And that's a huge factor, right? Is that a lot of people, like, that's a big thing on YouTube, is if you get people to sit there and watch your views or watch your videos, and that's like a huge thing for me, is because I will have a video, I will release a video, and it will be like a 9-hour video. Asmongold plays Diablo new class. It's got like 300,000 views. And it's because somebody sits there and watches it for like 45 minutes. And now everybody sees this shit.
Without sacrificing audience retention. Also, you know how we see all those articles about our ever-decreasing attention spans? Well, if that's true anywhere, it's true on TikTok. So TikTok is very much fighting an uphill battle when it comes to monetization due to the fundamental nature of their content.
Giving up.
Hearing all this, you might be saying that this isn't just an issue on TikTok. Instagram and YouTube have also been promoting short-form content, so they should be facing the same issues, right? Well, you're right. YouTube and Instagram are indeed...
I feel like I've heard that YouTube isn't even pushing shorts as much as they used to. I think that they tried to, and they realized that, like, it's a market that's either unprofitable or cornered by TikTok. So there's no reason to compete in that market.
Facing the same issues. With YouTube Shorts, for example, you can expect to earn 5 cents per 1,000 views.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. YouTube and Instagram are not tied down by short-form content. Short-form content is not their golden goose.
Yeah,
it's
like
simply an expansion effort. And they're already starting to decide that this expansion effort isn't worth it. You see, platform monetization is a two-sided coin. If creators aren't earning much money from ads, neither is the platform. At least the creators
Well, it also doesn't incentivize creators to do it, to make content. Because, like, if you can't make that much money, then why the fuck would you even try?
Go out and get brand deals and sponsors and affiliates and all that.
It's
For
common
these platforms,
sense.
their only revenue is ad revenue. So if that's garbage, the entire revenue from the whole effort is garbage. And that's exactly what seems to be playing out. In fact, according to Mark Zuckerberg, revenue from Reels is so garbage that Meta is losing $500 million per quarter because of users watching Reels instead of scrolling through pictures.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be surprised to hear that Meta has stopped offering Reels bonuses to creators.
Yep, there you go. So I remember I had heard about this privately. I didn't know it was public, but I guess so. Yeah, they're not supporting this shit anymore at all because they're losing money on it. Yeah.
So while Instagram and YouTube are very much in the same position as TikTok with shorts, they're also not. They have the luxury of pulling back and focusing on what they were already doing. The same cannot be said about TikTok.
A year, yeah.
But then, what's the solution? Well, unfortunately for TikTok,
I do think that you can make an argument that creating shorts creates a more cohesive ecosystem that may keep people on YouTube longer, which would cause them to give residual viewership to videos. But like, that's so, like, I guess you could kind of measure that, but it's a lot more theoretical.
There is no clear solution to their monetization problem. Again, this is literally why Vine shut down. What TikTok really needs is time. They need time for brands to become more open with the idea of advertising on TikTok.
Yeah, I am so sick of these brands being fucking, oh, we don't want to advertise next to sensitive content. Bro, if I see a fucking Coca-Cola ad next to a crazy person, I'm not going to go and think I'm not going to think Coca-Cola is like, ha, good job, keep it up, keep being crazy.
In the meantime, their best bet is to tinker with the algorithm to push longer form content that's more advertiser friendly. But this is also a pretty big gamble. This can lead to a sort of ad apocalypse like we saw with YouTube back in 2017. more edgy creators got pushed off the platform as family-friendly content got pushed to the top. But the thing to note is that
and by the way, I actually don't think that most people believe that. I think that that is a lie that is sold. Most people don't give a fuck. Like, that's really the truth. Now, I remember during the Target protest, whenever people were mad that Target had, like, some fucking, like, gay or trans thing, I went to Target. Nobody was talking about it. Nobody was around that section. Nobody cared about it because they're there to get toilet paper. They need toilet paper, diapers, and a new shirt. And the biggest problem in their life is rent. There's a gay section over there? Okay, I'm not going to go over there. I'm not gay. It is a lie that intellectually dishonest people use to push a narrative that makes them feel like they have control. It's like a fake majority thing. The majority of people don't give a fuck about this stuff. They don't care. Now, there have been big blunders. Like, it looks like the Bud Light thing was a big blunder. Like, that was a really bad one. But, like, that is massively the exception. The majority of these things don't matter at all.
Always had a good mix of edgy and family-friendly content, so the shift towards family-friendly content was more natural. With TikTok, on the other hand, we're primarily dealing with edgy content, so the shift is a lot more jarring. And it's not clear how many viewers TikTok would push off the platform by making such a change. But
they would kill the platform. You get rid of thirst traps, nobody's gonna go to TikTok. Like, it's just that simple. Like, you do that, it's dead. It's dead.
Peers are already dropping out and pulling back. This might be the Hail Mary that TikTok needs to stay relevant over the long term. As you can see, TikTok is very much facing a monetization crisis, and there is no easy solution. But there is a silver lining for TikTok. Unlike Vine, which was backed by Twitter, which in itself was not a profitable company, TikTok is backed by ByteDance, which has been posting record profits. In fact, they made it $25 billion last year, so losses from TikTok are definitely something that they can sustain even over the long term.
Yep.
Also, even if ByteDance can't pull it off on their own, they've got the backing of the CCP. You can bet that as long as TikTok is popular, the CCP won't let them go under, as TikTok is literally a goldmine for them. So, from a financial...
Well, they can view it as like a weapon, you know, like pacify the fucking enemy by just keep giving them cat videos and titties, and then we'll invade them and take over the country.
Perspective, they very much have time on their side, but they may not be able to say the same thing about their creators or viewers. Their creators are naturally pivoting towards YouTube to build stronger businesses with more revenue. And as for viewers, they could easily migrate back to YouTube with these creators. Also, TikTok faces the risk of their viewers growing up, kind of like what Snapchat is dealing with right now. So, while TikTok
Do people still use Snapchat? I feel like Snapchat was really popular in like 2016. Or maybe like 2017, like now a lot of people don't really use it that much. Like, I don't know. I've never, like the last time I was on Snapchat was like literally years ago.
Not to be on the clock for financial reasons, they're very much on the clock due to trends amongst their viewers and creators. Will they be able to beat the clock? Well, only time will tell. While all this madness has been going on with short-form content, podcasts have surprisingly been doing better than ever on YouTube. If you want to learn why, check out this video. But until then, I'm Hari, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Yeah, I'm not surprised podcasts are doing well. People are more invested into podcasts. They care about them more. They use it for sexting. Yeah, but like, why can't you do that on Instagram? I think this is a pretty good video. I mean, like, I feel like now also, like, you know, a lot of TikTokers and people that are like super entertaining on TikTok, it's the same as YouTube, right? How many people on YouTube go and they try to make Twitch streams and do Twitch streams and nobody watches them because they're fucking boring. That's just the truth. They're fucking boring. People don't like watching them, and that's it. But they're very good at making a 30 or a 15-second video with like a quick hook in it. That's like entertaining for a couple of seconds, then you move on. So yeah, it's the same as YouTube content creators. Some of them can't stream because it's like, it's a lot different, like talking in front of a camera for like 4 hours versus just recording a video or reading a script. It is. And it's also like, I don't want to make this seem like, oh, streaming is so much harder. Like, it's a different skill. Like, I'm not very good at making TikToks. I've never tried, but like, I'm not very good at it. And editing videos is incredibly hard to do. It takes a long time. It's very time consuming. Absolutely. But the truth is that a lot of these types of things, why am I getting recommended this 7 to 60 view video about how the United States dollar is going to die in 2027? What the fuck is this? Why am I getting this video? Like, what? Why? This is like some straight fucking conspiracy shit. Why am I doing this? I don't get any of your videos on YouTube. If I click one of your videos, my entire channel is Asmongold. Yes, that's by design. YouTube's been doing that for a while now. Videos with barely any views. Yeah, it's really annoying. Like, I don't want to watch some random fucking video that, like, just somebody randomly put up there. It's just annoying. So, yeah. Trout doesn't need to say a single word and be entertaining, but there's still plenty of people watching him. You don't need to be entertaining to be a streamer, though. No, he is entertaining, but he is not. That's like saying that, like, Charlie Chaplin wasn't entertaining because he did a lot of, like, silent, like, improv and silent acting. Like, I understand what you're trying to say, but it's, like, really not an argument. It doesn't make any sense. Charlie Chaplin? Yeah, I meant Charlie Chaplin. Sorry. Excuse me. And, like, he's still entertaining people by being good at a game. Does that make sense? So, like, people are watching him not because he's funny, but because he is really good at a game or something like that. Everybody has, like, one hook or another. And, like, there were also, keep in mind, there were a lot of people on YouTube that were these, like, super badass, like, MLG players, and then you watch them stream their games, and they're actually fucking garbage. They just play all day, and they only edit in the headshots that they do. There was a lot of that. And that happened in, like, 2012, whenever a lot of people kind of got exposed for being dog shit. Like, that's what happened with Wings of Redemption, for example. Right? Is like he played that one dude and like a Syndicate, and he got his ass beat, and he looked like a dumb fuck.